Hey everybody, this is Melina from Scrapbookingwithme.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram and over on Facebook at Me Crafty Scrapper Creates. That's my business page. If you are not a subscriber here, please subscribe and click that little bell so that you can get notifications every time I put up a new paper crafting video here on my channel. And give me a like, and if you like it so much, share it with others too. That would make me so happy and helps me so much with YouTube's algorithms. Today is a Tuesday, so we've started a new series, Tag Tuesday here, and I wanted to make some very vintagey, almost steampunky tags. I have not done steampunk in a long time, but when I saw the clock stencil, just rummaging through all of my stuff from Tim Holtz, I decided, yeah, I think we need to do a little bit of steampunk. So we do have both the clock and the numbers stencil available in our shop at scrapbookingwithme.com. Most everything that I use comes from the shop unless otherwise vocalized in the video. I will be using some collage papers that I got from TEMU. I will be doing an unboxing of that as soon as I possibly can. And then these little fairy vellum kind of sticker things here that I also got from TEMU. I did all paper crafting in my TEMU haul, and nothing is over $4.50. It's awesome. I can't wait for y'all to see all of that. We did some stamping in some past tags, so I'm going to maybe stay away from that. I don't know. I might do a little bit of kind of abstract stamping, maybe with some canceled postage or something off to the edge somewhere, but for the most part, don't have to worry about stamping. If you don't do stamping or don't like stamping, no worries. We also have the diagonal, let me get that glare off there for you, the diagonal tag punch, 3-way tag punch from We Are Memory Keepers in our shop. So if you need one of those, that is my go-to for making tags. I love making tags, and that's like, I gotta have that. I have some white gesso out just in case I want to kind of muddy some stuff up. I also have the Tim Holtz Distress Crackle Paste. I don't use that a lot, but I'm thinking with maybe one of the stencils I might do that. I don't know. We're just going to see. I have some very vanilla cardstock from Stamp It Up. It was just in my stash. I'm not a Stamp It Up demonstrator. I was eons and eons and eons ago, but they are a company that does not like for you to use anything else but their products when you show them. So I said ixnay on that, and no thank you, because I use all kinds of products from everybody. I love using things from each and every company that I can get my hands on because I want to spread the love. So I've got some of those cut. They're all in different widths, but they all are 6 inches long. I do believe I will just go ahead. I got some book pages out too. I will go ahead and put down my messy mat. Now I call this my messy mat. It is a non-stick mat, and you know, for like mixed media and things like that. Go ahead and put that down. We do have these, carry these in the shop if you are interested or need it. I find that if I'm going to do any kind of spritzing, any kind of gesso, you know, like painting it on stuff, I need my messy mat down. That's another thing. I will be doing a little bit of splattering. Gotta do that. Tarnished brass. And oh, let's just go with hickory smoke. Nothing too wild and crazy. Now, I guess I can put this away. I don't need this. I had that out when I was doing some wax seals, and it was still on my desk. So there you go. Now let's start with collage papers. I'm just going to briefly show y'all a few of these because I will show you all of them in my TEMU haul video once that is approved by the company and I can post it. So all kinds of little collage papers, and I have some phrase stickers also from TEMU. Y'all, I went absolutely bonkers when I found that website. And I know I'm late to the game. Everybody knows TEMU and everybody has probably ordered from TEMU, but I was very late to that game and I found out they have some awesome stuff. Stuff that we can't even get for our shop. And that's the reason why I shop with them too. I know somebody is going to say, hey, you have your own shop. Why are you shopping with TEMU? They have stuff that we can't get. And it's awesome stuff too. So I'm just putting some glue all over that. I'm going to cover this. I want that on there. So I'm going to cover this just like that with that collage paper and really push that down. I do not care how the back looks or anything. It's just going to be journaled on. I mean, you can fix it up a little bit more if you want to. Ooh, I do believe I want to put a little bit of wadded up thread on some of these too. So I just got some regular old black thread that I'll be using too. And get my sticky scissors and cut off the excess of this collage paper. And then I think in this top corner, I will add some book page. All like that. Let's go here in this corner. And we'll just Distress ink that as we need. And let's see, let's do a little bit of some stenciling, and I'm using walnut stain. Let's do it here. And I'm just patting first around what image I'm wanting on there, and then I start swirling. And I'm going to go outside of that line a little bit, and there, until I get my desired look. Love it. I need to cut off the excess of this book page. That's what I love about collaging. You just, just lay it wherever you want to. You can cut off the excess later. Cute. And I will ink here. Not worried about the corners just yet, because I'll have to use a punch on those. I'll come back to those. I'm going to glue down any little pieces of the book page that didn't get all the way down before. Okay, and then maybe a little fairy on here somewhere that says sealed with thanks. That's too cute. I like that. So very easy collaged tags, and I am trying to get the backing. It's those kiss cut stickers. Okay, I think I want some thread back behind this cute little image. So I'm just gonna wind this up like so. And then try not to cut my circulation off on my fingers. And do a little doolally like that. Ooh, I like that, but I think it needs a little something extra as far as texture and fabric back behind it. So let's cut some dyed cheesecloth and then figure out how much I need. Just a little bitty piece. Maybe just that right there. Like that, and kind of spread out that black thread so it's not just a circle. Like that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay, I'm going to move this over so her wings and everything get put down there. And then I'll go in with some fabric glue and get all of this down. I'll use a silicone spatula to kind of smoosh that around. Okay. Okay, I am going to splatter this with some tarnished brass, but before I do that, let's go ahead and get our corners chomped like that. And then I think for the bottom, I'm going to do just the barely little bitty rounded. Oh yeah, I like how that looks. Okay, then I'm going to ink the corners. Love that. Now we need to figure out what we want to do at the top. I think I just want to do like a little tab. And we could do it just like this, folding over the excess of that and cutting it about there. Ink around on both sides. Yep, I like that. And add that to the top and then stitch across there. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Let's do a little bit of lace up underneath here just to give it that separation. Let's do a little bit of brown. Just going to go right down the middle. We can save that for one of the other ones. I like that it's a little bit longer than the tab. Yep, I like that. I'm just going to add this to the back side of the tab. And then that way, wherever I put the tab, the lace will be centered of it. Okay, I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Okay, then put the rest of my glue in here to get this tab set and glued down. Put it about there. And then squish it down. Oh, I really like that. That's pretty. And then, like I said, yeah, I'm going to stitch across there in a moment. And maybe let's put a little word phrase down here. Let's go for, oh, that one's cute. Collect beautiful moments. And I think I'm going to cut each one individually, each word. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to go like this. Collect. Beautiful. Moments. And I'm going to get a black pen and just go around these to accentuate them, or put like a frame around them. Like that. Oh, I like that. Cute. I pulled y'all in really close, so here I am doing this. And y'all can't see that. Oh, I like that. And see, then the back is, you know, pretty plain. You can do all kinds of journaling on there. Let's go ahead and stitch across there. Okay, so there's my stitching across the tab at the top. Cute. I love that. And a little bit of tarnish brass. Just a couple of splatters, and we can let that dry and set while we're doing another one. Do a big blob right there. There we go. And now we'll let that chill out, and I'll show you what it looks like. All nice and dried. Cute. See, I told you these were going to be super duper easy. Super duper. Alright, now let's do another. You know you're not going to get away with me just doing one. I'm going to move this up some so that I can put a few more things on my desk. Okay, let's do, that was like a 3-incher. Let's do a little more narrow of one. Use some of our music paper maybe. Okay, so this is the backer board of that music paper. So, you know, that's what it's got on the back of it. But I love that bird. So I'm thinking if I can get the bird on there, and then there are some books or something. Yeah, I can add a little stack of books or something along with that. Love it. Now let's just get all the bird's nose at least on there. Yep, just like that. That is what I'm going to do. So a little bit of glue just to get everything down, and making sure that I get my bird beak on there. Let's come up just a little and over. Oh yeah, I think I'm good. Cover that up really well. Okay, then cut off the excess, and I can use this backer board, or you know, the packaging on other things too. This will make the tag that I'm working on a little thicker than probably that one is, but I'm okay with that. This cardstock base that I'm starting with is not that thick, so I think we will be okie dokie. Look how pretty that backer stuff is. The music, I think that music piece will need to be my tab at the top. Very pretty. Okay, there's that. So yay, got all of the bird nose on there. I had to cut off some bird tail, but the rest of it is pretty. Let's do a little bit of the circle maybe. like that. Let's do some white gesso over that. Get a little white accent in there. White gesso. I'm just holding down my stencil where I want it and just mushing it in to where the stencil is. It doesn't have to be thick. You just put it on and then wipe it off, all the excess. You can let all of it be covered, or you can, you know, wipe off most of it if you want to see the background through. Whatever you want to do. So there is that. I'm going to pull that stencil up. Okay, it all just kind of moosh together, but wait, I will show you what else I'm going to do to it. I just need a little bit of white accent on the edge of this for an idea I have. So I'm just going to wipe off as much of that as I can at the moment, not worrying that it's not all cleaned off. I'm going to go ahead while that's wet and get some of my black thread, and I'm just going to wad it. I'm not going to do it in a circle this time. Just kind of wad it up. I mean, it'll eventually probably go into a circle anyway, but just wadding it up some. You know, if our ancestors that were seamstresses saw what we, as junk journalers, do with their precious thread, they were always trying to get the knots out. We're putting the knots in. They'd be like, what in the world are you doing? Okay, there's that to add in there, and then I think I'll add this lace off to the edge here. I'm going to put a little bit of fabric glue right there, and then the rest of it can rest in that gesso. I'm just going to barely tap just to get it in there. So we got like a little tab, kind of like a little tab, sticking off the edge there. I'm going to get my adhesive backing off of these book stack, this book stack. Okay, my book stack over the top there. And I'm just going to say it. Nobody else has probably said it. I'm just going to say it. For everybody that makes Kiss Cut stickers like this, I would rather just have it in the sheet. Just put it on a sheet and let me peel it off that way so that I have something to grab onto, and I know that I'm not alone in that. I love little transparent stickers. I love when they're individual, but I would rather have just a sheet of stickers that I can peel off. Hold the back with this hand and peel it off. Just saying. Nobody else is saying that. Nobody else is speaking up. I will. That's rough. That is rough. Okay, there's the start of that one. And I say the start because, I mean, we got to add some more good stuff onto this. I think maybe a little piece. I like that 1916 there. I think I will ink that up before I add it on. Add a little piece of collage paper to the edge. Today is full of possibilities, so today is full of, no, today is full and then of possibilities. So there is, today is full of possibilities. And I'm going to do the same thing with my black pen. I would like to use a Sharpie S gel just so that I know that it is going to stick, but I don't see, there it is. I was about to say, I don't see a black inked one. There's one. All around that, and make it as messy as you want. I think that's the handmade quality of it. Make it messy. It's good, it's fine. Okay, and then let's go ahead and tab. And then barely round. And ink. As soon as this dries, I'm going to hand draw circles where that stencil is. Just going to do some kind of abstract circle shapes here. We can do little bitty, and we can do big, and then some that don't even go all the way around maybe. And then maybe one inside of another one. Okay. And that just kind of adds to the effect of what we're doing here. And let's do a tab at the top. And since this is glossy, I'm going to use my fabric glue just to make sure it gets on there good. And then center it up like so. And then I'm going to let that glue dry for a little bit, and I'm going to put some stitching. I might do a little zigzag stitch on that one. And then let's do some hickory smoke. Okay, and I'll probably end up setting this, since it is glossy, with my heat tool. And I'll show you this one finished with the stitching in just a minute whenever all that starts drying. Let's go with one of our little fat ones. I think this is the fattest one that I cut. So very wide tag here, but all of these collage papers that I had from TEMU makes it super duper easy. I love that canceled postage look there. So I think I'll add that on just like that. And I will have links to the TEMU items that I've used in this video. I will have links to those in the description box below, along with my discount code. And you'll know if you download the TEMU app, you can use my discount code more than once. If you just order off the website, you can only use the discount code on your first purchase. But if I understand correctly, if you go ahead and download the app, you can get free reign to that discount code of mine. Yay! Okay, I'm going to cut off my excess. My most favorite part of collage, cutting off the excess and seeing what you've got when you turn it over. Favorite part ever. I think I will use that little Victorian fairy there, and maybe the numbers, and do maybe 7 and 8, and she can cover up most of 7. I like that. Let's do that. I'm going to kind of do it sort of straight. I don't care if it's not perfectly straight. Pat, 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 and then smear 7, and then pat, 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 and smear 8. That's like my favorite stencil ever, is the numbers. Love it. Then, you know, she is transparent, so once we get her down there, you can still see a little bit of 7 back behind her. I like that. And maybe let's do one of these other sheets. We're going to put some book page on there too. That one is Easter themed. Ooh, I like this saying. Live each day with grace and authenticity. She looks very graceful, y'all. So live each day with grace. Yep, I like that breakup. And I think since we've got that little open space there, we'll go here and then there and there. And again, we're going to draw around and then figure out what else we want to do on this one. Cute, nice and messy, just like I like it. Now, to get the backing off of this. May is, the month of May, is my birthday month. I've had many ask what day in May. And it is May 12th. And not even going to go into how old I will be. Just know I'm in my 40s and have been for quite a few years. Oh, May. Yep, in my 40s. But we have quite a bit of personal stuff going on as far as vacations, and of course Mother's Day, Memorial Day. We always get together with friends and family, and that is pretty much the we jokingly call it Memorial Day Bash at Mom's, but it's kind of official weekend of opening the swimming pool at their house. So we have a little get together usually for Memorial Day. And then we have, did I say we have vacation? Yeah. We as a family are going on a family vacation all week. We haven't done that in a while. We usually just take a couple of days here and there because of our ministry schedule. We just can't get away more than that. But this year, I carved out a whole week. And another thing, Bethany is finishing up this semester of college this week. And it was the only time that we could get away in between her going to school, because she is going for summer semester also, planning on finishing and graduating next May. Yay! So we just had to fit it in where we could. Going to Universal Studios in Florida. We've never been to Universal, so looking forward to that. I've had some people say they loved Universal, and then we've had some people say didn't care for it, might as well just go to Disney. But our kids are older, and not that Disney is, you know, just a kid's place to go. But yeah, our kids are older. They want to explore other things. They love Dollywood and Pigeon Forge. But we go there every year. We'll go again this year, just for a day, maybe. So we wanted to have a different experience this year. And so we chose Universal. I've had quite a few friends go there and say they really enjoyed it that had older children. So maybe that will work out for us. Ooh, I like that. Let's go ahead and dab on a little bit of fabric glue just so we can get it down and make the most annoying sound with our fabric glue bottle as possible while we're doing that. Okay, gonna get this. It's got just a little bit of white gesso still left on it, and I think I'll just pat that down maybe if it'll stick. Just a few little spots. I think I might get out my white picket fence splatter for this one. This is one of my favorites ever. Let's go ahead and cut our corners and see if we want to do anything else with this tag. And bottom corners. Anyway, May 12th, it's my birthday. And most years I'm like, you know, whatever, we don't have to do anything, I'm good. But I guess with everything that has happened in the past 8 months, I'm just, let's celebrate everything. Let's celebrate everything. So when we're going on vacation, that's kind of a little birthday trip too, and we need the getaway. Get away and do something where you don't even have to think. You can just have fun during the day, relax at night, go eat at some places you've never ate at. That was my daddy's favorite part of vacation, eating at different places he had never been before. He was not much of an adventurer when it come to vacation. He just wanted to kind of chill and eat. Okay, I'm going to put some splatters on her. I think that's cute. Oh yeah, I like that. And then I might do a little bit of the tarnished brass too. Just to give it a few other little colors around those splatters. Yep. I think I will staple on some sari silk at the top of this one, but I do want to do a tab and staple on the edge here. I think I will tear it at both ends and do a little bit of a, yep, let's do a shorter one. I don't want to cover up the 8. We're already covering up the 7. Let's not cover up the 8 as well. And do a little tab there on the edge. I like that. Don't like that corner, but I like the rest of it. So let's do, there we go. And ink that. Oh, I've got ink and paint and everything else all over my fingers. That's the joy of mixed media, isn't it? Getting it everywhere. Okay. And glue. I'm going to put glue on there, and then I'm going to staple it, and then I'm going to staple on some sari silk too. Alright, you got to come apart, tab, so I can get you on there. Just right on the edge, just to kind of break up where I've put that thread. Ooh, I like that, and we could put something, maybe a little canceled stamp action on that tab. I like that idea. So open this one up. I do believe this is one of the stamp sets that Mom showed in one of her TEMU hauls. Let me get my stamp block. I'm just going to go into the walnut stain that we've been using. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. And then Sorry Silk. I got this green and I think it looks fine with that. I'm going to cross it over. Get my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. And put it on there. I'll cut off the tails in just a minute. And then just kind of crisscross my staples to make sure it stays on good. And then I will do a staple here and a staple. I'll do another staple there once I add some more. There we go. Okay. Oh, I really love that whole thing, but I do need to cut off the tail some. So let's go about there. Beautiful. Nice wide tag with a tab on the edge, and then plenty of room on the back for journaling. Here is this one, pretty much dry. So yeah, it's glossy, it's kind of shiny, so, but still haven't done the stitching there. Oh, I'm loving these, y'all. Let that ink dry. And let's try to get 2 more done. When I'm doing tag sets, I like to try to at least get 5 done. So there's that one. Let's do these 2. And let's cover this one with book page. I like that idea. Put down my liquid glue. Are y'all crafting along with me? Making you your own vintage steampunk tags. Okay, I think I want to cover this one with that. I'll put some book page at the top of it, but I really love that picture that's on this collage paper. So I'll just put glue up to there, and like I said, I'll put book page above it. So that way if we put a tab or something up there, we're not cutting off their heads. I think this one is calling for a music tab at the top too. Okay, let's trim off our excess. Okay, there's our 2 bases, and I think I'll just put some glue up here. Kind of make this one like a master board or collage board. Just add whatever you want at the top and then cut off excess. And these 2 papers are ideal. Just add them on there. I don't want them at the same. Let's go up a little bit with that one. We'll cut off the excess of that one in just a minute. Let's go with our clock stencil and do quite a bit. Let's do this whole clock here off to the edge. Cover up some of that empty space we had with the book page there. pretty. I love that one. And maybe, I like this word, contents. Let's add that on here somewhere. I like that. Ink around the edges of it. And have it off the edge a little bit. Make our own word label from book page. Love it. And I'm just going to wrap it around the back side instead of cutting it off. Just gives the back a little extra something. Let's trim off the excess of this. So while we were gone recording our new project for the Pylant family, Mama kept Lila for us. Oh, gracious. She said the first night she was great, no accidents, she did so good. But then after that, it was like her house was no holds barred, and Lila just made messes, and then she's got some kind of separation anxiety, and she wasn't eating much, and she scared Mama. She really did. We were only gone for 2 days, but we got back and Lila ate and ate and ate and ate. So now we've figured if we're going to go off somewhere, we're going to have to get a get a sitter to come to the house. As bad as we might not want to pay for a service like that, we're going to have to do something like that, because she has some kind of, ooh, I like that. She has some kind of separation anxiety and does not like being away from home. She's a home doggy instead of a homebody. She's a home doggy. She don't want to leave the house. She wants to stay here. So, for our vacation coming up, we'll get a friend to come in and sit with her. That just is better for her all around. Sometimes we have to make accommodations for our little furry friends, don't we? Oh, I mean, and back in, my grandparents' day, they'd have never thought anything about doing stuff like that. But, we like taking care of our fur babies. Stay curious. Take risks. I think that's what I'm going to add here, and just kind of add it as a platform for her. And then mark around it. That's been the theme of these tags today. Messy doodles and marking around phrases. And oh, I really like this one, how this one's coming out. I love this pen and the hand and the feather pen. Very pretty, and you got music down here, so it looks like it might be, writing that music down. Very cute. Now let's get the stubborn backer off of this. I have done everything I know to do on these to make it easier. I have bent them forward. I have tried to separate them. I've used a stylus, the pointy end of my stylus, to try to get in there. And I mean, nothing works twice in a row. There we go. Here it comes. So I'm not sure how everybody else does that, but it does not work consistently for me any way I do it. So there is that. That's already got some wording down there. I don't know. Yeah, surely I have to put some. I have to put some words of some kind on there. And I think that might need a little bit of trim or something right across the top there. I think this do your best works on this scenario. Let's put it there. Good. And ink around that. Okay. And maybe a little bit of cheesecloth here at the top of this one. I dyed this in when I did my last tea staining session. That's when I got this all nice and brown and vintagey looking. And when you cut cheesecloth, just kind of ravel it where you've cut it so it's not just a plain line there. And then I like that. I like how that looks. I'm going to do a tab at the top of that one. Yeah, it needs a little bit of extra help on this one, so I'm going to put a butterfly on there. Put my cheesecloth down with a little bit of fabric glue. And then go ahead and just put fabric glue on the back of my butterfly just to make sure that it sticks to that material. A thread back behind here. Just kind of circle it, lay it down and circle it, and lay it down and circle it. I don't want to cover up my word here. There we go. I like that. Pretty. And then a tab at the top. Okay, on this one, I think I'm going to put this one off to the side for a second. I think I need to do some squiggles. So let's do squiggly lines all around this one. And anybody that has watched me do these, you know that I like to go around twice. The first line is kind of straight, and then the second one is just kind of going in, interweaving. It's like a messy stitch that I'm doing here. I looked up just to make sure that y'all are in frame because I have you pulled in so close. Love it. Of course, the top one's going to get covered up with my tab that I put at the top, but I like that. I like it. It gives it a little extra something. And let's do what kind of tab we want to put at the top. Maybe this one gives it a little extra color. You can do that. And chop it about there. Let's see if that's too wide or just right or what. I like that. Let's do a little bit of a curve on the top of this tab. Okay, yep. And go ahead while we're here. Round those, and then I might just do the little corner on this one instead of the full size. Yep, I like that. And let's ink around the edges. I mean, really, if you stencil and then add some kind of little steampunk image and a little bit of thread or fabric or trim or something, that is really all you need to make vintage tags. Gonna ink this up, front and back. Yep, that lettering's going to be upside down. I'm good with that. Get you some non-directional paper for your tabs if that's going to drive you crazy. Doesn't bother me. The front is right side up, so that's what matters to me anyway. I'm going to stick that tab off the top a little bit. And maybe do this little canceled postage on top. I like that. Yeah, cute. Let's do some white splatter. Especially at the top. And I like big blobs of the white. I'm good with that. And since we're on book page, it's really gonna settle into it. Pretty. Maybe a couple of splatters of hickory smoke, the gray that I have. Yeah, that white's already settling in. Good, good, good. And I don't think I need to stitch across the top of this one. I'm going to carry on my lines that I had drawn. There we go. I like that one. Very pretty. Okay, last one for this video, and I'll have to get stitching the sewing done on that one. So I've got some of the white spray that come off the edge, and what I'm going to do, that give me another idea, I'm going to put a little bit of this white here. I'm going to get my water bottle and spritz that just the least little bit and add some definition to this tag. I love that. To this tag a little bit. Let's go pretty deep into that. Yep. All right, I'm going to wipe the rest of that up. That gives me some interest, a little bit of worn look, a little bit of it's been sitting in a damp place somewhere, so it vintaged it up even more. I like that. Let's do a little, maybe a little tab off to the edge here, and then we can put some trim of some kind at the top. We could do just a little book page tabby off the edge over here. I like that. Ink it up good, and then we'll ink our entire tag up good. Some hand cleanup I'm gonna have to do after I get these done. Okay, let's go ahead and punch this one. I'm going to punch a hole at the top for my trim, and then I think I'm going to stitch all the way around on this one. Just cause. I think it calls for that. Ink. And kind of dirtied it up a little bit more. I think this one needs a little bit more added to it as far as splatter or ink or whatever. Let's add just a little bit more here, because that white is settling in so much that you can't see most of it. Oh yeah, I like that. Very nice. But yeah, I'm still going to stitch all the way around this one. And let's add a hole there, and let's go ahead and make this one a little extra and put a eyelet in there. I like this wide gray one to go along with that ink. And put that in there and set it. Turn my crocodile the correct way and then set it, Melina. Cute. And this trim, see if I can get it through the eyelet. Maybe. When all else fails, get your stylist to help you. Okay. And then through and pull. Oh, I like that very much. Okay, then I think I will trim these at an angle. Nice. Okay, yep, stitch around the edge of that one, stitch at the top of that one, and then I'll come back and show you all of them lined up, and yes, I'll give you a still shot at the end as well. Okay, so here they are, all 5 of them. There's that first one we did, and then the second one, and the wide third one. There's that one. The white splatter is not all the way dry on that, just because I put some big splatters on it. So we'll let that one dry completely. And then that last one we finished with some wonky stitching around the edges of it. I love how these turned out. I am not the biggest steampunk or, vagabond-ish crafter, but I do love vintage. So I love how these turned out. Y'all have a great day. If you make any easy vintage steampunk vagabond kind of tags, I want to see them. Y'all tag me, Melina Pylant or Me Crafty Scrapper, and I will try my best to find you and leave you some love. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Love y'all. Bye.